everyone, Angelina, Sparkling Diva, and this reading, pick a card reading I'm going to do for you is on, it was actually inspired by the Simple Minds song, Alive and Kicking, a line in that song. It said, make your dreams survive. And that's what this reading is about. How can you make your dreams survive, come to life, make them real? And that's what we're going to look at. We have three choices. I went for autumny colors with the crystals. We have petrified wood. And then there is a beautiful ammonite. Yeah, shell. Do you still call that a shell, a fossil? I'm not certain actually. And that's pineapple calcite from Mexico. I believe that one, the ammonite, was also from Mexico, but I'm not entirely certain. And look at these cute little gnomes, tomtes, Swedish tomtes that I bought. Basically for Christmas. Yeah, I'll put one flat so you can have a look. I so love that, with that pointy hat all over his face, and then there is this nose. It's so cute. Anyhow, if you make your choice, 1, 2 or 3 from left to right, and then we're gonna start the reading. Righty, number 1, I hope you will not hear anything from all the noise that's going on outdoors. They're having a lot of work done from utilities, and it's going to take a few months actually before they're done. And they are busy right now in front of my home, so I hope you can't hear anything. Anyhow, your first 3 cards on making your dreams come true, getting your dreams to come alive, etc. Make them survive, right? Because that was the line from the song. We have flow, find an easier path forwards, surrender the outcome, release your expectations. We have adventure, the second one, with the beautiful northern lights. Dare to do things differently. That is very important. You do not have to conform. You do not have to do things the way someone else is doing it or the way everyone is doing it. What makes you special, what makes you unique, is being you, authentically you. So if that means that you do things differently, then just dare to do that. Manifest your travel dreams. So quite likely your dreams involve traveling or move to a new location. That won't be for everyone, of course, but maybe for you it will be helpful to move to another location, which can be in the same town, in the same country, or maybe not. Maybe it's bigger. Maybe it's moving to another country. I don't know. But again, that likely will not be for everyone, because not everyone wants to move, right? Move house. We also have freedom, live wild and free, and choose your free. No, sorry. Now does it say choose? Yes. Gosh, me eyes. These days, I sometimes need reading glasses or my glasses. But at this distance, neither work. Choose your freedom, claim your independence. So again, independence, daring to be different, doing it your way, and the freedom, I feel that here as well, and in that one, by the way, too. The freedom, and you also have to set yourself free, because the first card also speaks of surrender the outcome and release your expectations. So you also have to set yourself free. It's likely not working too well if you have a vision of it has to go this way, it has to be this way, I must do this and that and the other, and just only think about the outcome and let that go. Just let that go. Just go and enjoy it, and dare set those first steps and to dare go. Yeah, so for you, a few keywords for you would definitely be independence and freedom, and for many, likely travel, and doing it your own way. Doing, if it's gonna be different, then it's gonna be different. Then do that. The cards from the Earth Power Oracle, I believe it's called. I'm gonna stick them all in first. So, then we have Mount Kailash. I'm sacred, I'm divine, I have humility, I can start anew. I'm not going to look up where it is and read from the book or whatever. I'm going to just go with the cards, the artwork, and the text on the cards for this reading. Believe in yourself. Again, know that if you have a typical way of doing things, that is unusual and not really the done thing, then do that, right? Dare to be different. That's what the unicorn card said as well. Believe in yourself, and also I think that's the most important part, maybe, that you can start anew. So maybe your dream, whatever it is, maybe you have kind of lost your drive, your inspiration, and it's like, yeah, I don't know anymore. I've tried it, and I've tried it a few times, maybe even, and it's not working, and I don't know what to do anymore. And you can start anew. You can. It's not like you've tried it once or a few times even, and that's it. You can just start afresh. And that can be with the same thing, whatever your dream is. Or it can be something new, something entirely fresh, or a combination. Maybe whatever it is that you were dreaming of and maybe didn't work out, maybe you have to kind of polish it up, change it a little bit, and then all of a sudden it does work, right? Because I've got a similar thing, and at the core can be good. The essence of it can be good. So, and then we have, oh my God, I'm not certain about the pronunciation, so if anyone knows and I got it wrong, please don't get angry or upset, right? Mnaidra temples. I am fertile and flowful. I release all stagnation and depression. So again, I feel that goes back to the I can start anew. And also with this unicorn card, the first one that said, surrender the outcome and release expectations, because that can hold you stagnant if you do that. And if you're stagnant, you can actually end up feeling depressed in the end. I move and choose gracefully. I'm spiraling outwards, full of growth and love. So it is, in that sense, it has to come from the inside out. So you have to get tune in, tap into your heart and your inspiration and your passion and your love to do whatever it is, or to have whatever it is, right? Because your dream can also be about having something in your life, and then let that spiral out. And then it will touch other people, you will make easier connections, and so on and so forth. I can be independent and successful. I can be alone and not lonely. Being different can be a source of power. There is magic in the world and I can perceive it. And again, there is this talk of being independent. We've seen that with the unicorn card as well. So independent and still be successful, meaning you can do it alone. It doesn't mean you have to, but if for instance you want to start a business or move house and to a new country, a new city, a new whatever, you can be independent and do that and be successful at it. Again, the being different, right? Being different can be a source of power. And that is so true. Because if you're like everyone else, then you're like everyone else, right? It can be really, truly a source of power to be different. And that doesn't mean now that you have to start doing things different in order to have that power. No, that also comes from the inside out. It's authentically being different. And everyone, in a way, is different from everyone else, but it's just that most people, conform to what's expected and look to someone else or different other people, several other people, to see what they are doing and how they are doing it, and then trying to copy that. And that doesn't have to be about a business. It can also be about finding love. That you maybe look at other people, like how are your girlfriends or other women that you see, how are they behaving towards men in conversations, and then try to also do that, the same thing. But that's not going to work because it's not you, right? It's not authentically you. And if you cannot let all these stupid things go, all these false beliefs and things, if you can just let them go, then you can also open up to the magic in the world, feel that, and connect to it. All right, your last three cards, we have the air element, communicating, fire element, desire. Which is funny because if I think about this, the air can actually make fire bigger, right? You blow air on a fire, on a small, tiny little spark fire of fire, and then it can become a huge fire. And we have Leo, which is also fire, because Leo is ruled by the sun, so it's also fire. And desire, that's what it said. As I feel communication for you is a very important part of your dream. Again, regardless of what it is, if it's to do with a business or work related, then communication is going to be important for that. Can be verbal, right? That you want to stand in front of groups of people. Can be a teacher, can be spiritual workshop, can be coaching, can be basically just anything. Also, like what I'm now doing, on YouTube, doing card readings or recording other things. Can also be written communication, right? So any form of communication is important for you to make your dream come true, to manifest your dream, or to get it to survive, right? Because that was basically the line from the song, how to get your dream to survive. So maybe you feel something is slipping through your fingers, right? And how to then revive it. Well, communication is important. It's also very important in relationships, whether it's love or friends or family. It doesn't really matter. Just communicating, letting other people know how you feel, what you think, what you want, what you need, and desire. Your passion, your desire, your fire, to put your fire into something, and your dreams, of course, will also help to have them survive, but also thrive, right? And like I said, that comes back with the Leo card. I will. Leo is very charming. They're leaders. But in a good sense, if they are empowered, then it's a nice leadership, right? It's not this, giving orders and that's it, right? It's gonna be good leadership. There's a word for that. I can never remember. More like the new form of leadership that also has an eye for the individual, for the human being that they're dealing with. And Leo is also really quite good. That stands for, in a way, for being an entrepreneur. So maybe you do want to have your own business. Maybe, it doesn't have to be, but it is possible. Then that will be helpful as well to get your dreams to come alive. Leo would want to be in a bit of a leader position when it comes to work too, right? In a bit, I don't really see Leo as an employee doing a boring routine job. Now, of course, that is possible because everyone is more than just a sun sign, but I'm not doing astrology, I'm doing a card reading. So it might be, if you're a Leo, you might be thinking, yeah, well, hang on a second, please bear in mind, I do not really do astrology readings. I know a little bit about it, of course, but anyhow, the passion, the fire, the desire, as well, the communication, and if it's about a relationship that your dream has to do with that, then I do feel it's important that you remain independent in a relationship. So no codependency. That means that you have to be powerful and strong so you can handle that. But you also need a partner who is like that and who wants that and who is happy with that, right? An interdependent relationship, that's called. You can look that up if you want to know more about that. Anyhow, the keywords for you concerning you, getting your dreams to thrive or to survive are independence, daring to be different, communication, and putting your passion into it, right? Because we see that with 2 cards. Let's see. Because a number of these words came back. Yeah, the independence, especially, that comes up a number of times on different, and the daring to be different as well. So be yourself, dare to be you, dare to be different. You can do it on your own if need be, because you don't have to be dependent. You certainly do not want to be codependent, whether a relationship or a business or whatever, right? You can work together with someone, but you will want quite an equal share in stuff. Again, the Leo thingy. So anyhow, before I start talking a hell of a lot again, I hope it's helpful and I hope it resonates for you, and thanks for watching. If you liked it, please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Right, numbers 2. Your first 3 cards we have for you from the Unicorn Oracle. We have trust, patience, cycles, and I so love these cards. They're so beautiful. Trust, leap into the unknown. So this is about for you getting your dreams or dream to thrive or survive. Leap into the unknown, have faith and move forward. Believe you will fly. So you need to have trust. That's very important for you. I think that might be an issue for most of you who chose this set. To trust that it's really viable, that you're worthy, that it is for you, that it is possible, that those things. You may lack trust, and that will then hold you back. And yeah, sometimes you have to leap into the unknown, but you have to also know when to do that, because when we go on to the next cards, we see patience, pause before you take action, and again, trust, which we saw there, that divine timing is at work. Be patient and play whilst you wait. So it's not like just leaping into the unknown. You have to feel ready. And that sounds a bit weird, I suppose, because when you are afraid to leap and take a leap of faith, yeah, you often do not feel ready, and but you will know when you are ready and when you are being held back by just fear alone. It's really important that you stay connected to your intuition, to yourself. And again, the timing cycles, everything has a right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Time into the moon's magic. Timing is just really important, and maybe right now is not the right time yet, but doesn't mean to say you have to lose faith and believe in that it is possible for you, that you can do it, that you can have it, right? And sometimes there is this card in the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I believe it's Ebb and Flow. I'm not certain. I think so. That is what it's called. And then there is something in the text that says that there is a saying, when fishermen cannot go to sea, they repair the nets. And that's basically what it comes down to. If you cannot yet take a leap of faith into the unknown, if you have to wait because you are not ready, or whatever is involved, or whoever is involved isn't ready, then you can repair the nets, right? You can do other things. You can prepare, you can network, just whatever, you can brainstorm, just that. And then you are ready. When you are ready, then you have done all that prep work. Then it goes a hell of a lot faster. And also doing the prep work helps you to keep the faith. Because it keeps you alive and from sinking into that feeling of it's not going to happen for me, right? It keeps you active and energized and inspired. Then we go to your Black Moon astrology cards, and then we see indeed that you have to stay very much in touch. He doesn't want to stand up. I'll stick it in a minute. We have Venus, love, and Black Moon, Lilith mystery. That you really have to stay in touch to who you are, your intuition, the cycles of your life, of your body, the circumstances, and the feminine energy is very good at that, right? And so you have to be very much in touch with that, the intuition, and come from the heart as well. Also very important, because if you want to do something and at some point you start doing it, you start taking action, and you do it from the head only, it usually isn't going to work, or it's not going to last very long. Your heart has to be in it, your soul has to be in it, and if you do that, if you put your heart and soul in it, then it's absolutely you. It's you, your unique thing, your special you that is coming out. Whether this is about dating or whatever, it doesn't matter what it's about. And that's also because of Lilith. I'm not going to go with the Black Moon stuff per se here. I'm going to go with Lilith. Lilith was the first wife of Adam, and Adam wanted her to be submissive, subservient, and so on, and she refused because she was made of the same soil or dust or whatever as Adam, so they were equal, right? And Adam insisted, and she kept refusing, and then she left in the end. And I don't know if you've read or heard that, but there's a whole lot of negativity and bad stories about Lilith. But basically what she's about is she wants to be herself. She wants to be seen for who she is, and she wants to be loved and respected, and she wants to be an equal. Right? She's not going to be play second fiddle because she's a woman. That's just bullshit, She wants to be an equal. So very important for you as well to be in touch with who you are and your intuition. And if you are in touch with that, you will also feel when the time is right to take that leap of faith. And grounding, I felt that. That's so funny. I felt that really with these two cards, that it's a bit floaty. It goes up very easily, like a balloon. So this earth element stability, grounding, is also very important to you, because it's nice to be in touch with your intuition. I hope this noise outdoors isn't really too audible. It's nice to be so in touch with your intuition, but if that means that you're up in the clouds and have no solid anything, that's not good. You need that stability. Right, well, I hope I can continue now. That was really bad, that noise. I had to wait. Anyhow, your last three cards, we have My Backyard, Avebury Standing Stones, and the Amazonia, the Amazon. My backyard, home is where I make it. I can find sanctuary every day. And now I'm thinking, no, that wasn't with your... And now we have the Avebury Standing Stones. I seek knowledge and receive greater knowledge when I am ready. And that's very important, because that goes back to these cycles and knowing when you are ready and when the time is ripe for you, right? So you can take a leap of faith. And when you are ready, you will easier absorb knowledge and receive knowledge, and you will also seek it out when you are ready, because then you feel inspired, you feel, good to go. What I also feel with the Avebury Standing Stones, it comes up for this reading in context with your other cards, that I said it's so important to stay true to who you are. With the Venus and the Lilith cards, I talked about that, because Avebury, I'm not certain if this is actually about a circle. I think so. Anyhow, the Avebury circle, stone circle in the UK, are there's two circles, right? And an inner and an outer circle, but they how am I saying that politely? It was a very important circle. It had a lot of energy. It had a function as well, and they basically ruin that, or try to ruin it, break the energy and the power of that stone circle by building a road straight through it. It's just totally unbelievable if you think about that they just build a road through it. I believe it's a motorway even, just to break the power of that circle. It's just insanity. It doesn't make sense at all. And then some people say, yeah, but, traffic, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, if you look at a map, they could have gone around. It's not that difficult. Avebury is not that big, so they could easily have gone around it. It wouldn't have mattered at all, except for then the energy of the stones would not have been damaged. And that's what it was about, apparently. And so again, I feel like this circle, it will have to rebalance itself to find its power again, its energy again. It has to sort of recalibrate. So again, for me, that is the message of don't lose yourself. Remain true to yourself. You're who you truly, really are. Right? And especially the Lilith energy, I feel with that Lilith that we had for you. And with the Amazonia, I'm interconnected with the world in an intimate way. I'm vital. I can find a way to co-create rather than confront. And again, I feel that goes back to your Black Moon astrology cards with Venus and Lilith. Because again, feeling vital, feeling connected, interconnected even with the world, you can only have that when you are connected to yourself, to you, when you know who you are, right? Otherwise you can't feel all that connected, then you're more closed off, you're shielded, and you could even then become prickly and start to confront, which is mentioned here, rather than co-create. Working together is always better. Doesn't mean to say you can't do something for yourself, but to be open to socialize, to work together with someone, to be cordial, as opposed to being, resistant and prickly and stuff like that. Just be friendly, and you can still say no. You don't have to. Be, for instance, if it's about a business, your dream, have a business and you have no say. That's not what I'm trying to tell you, not at all. Anyhow, your keywords would be also that you can make your home wherever it is, right? It's in you, it's within, and that might also be very important for some of you who chose this to know that. Looking back at your cards, for you the keywords that are very important are to stay true to yourself, ground yourself, and timing, yeah. timing, wait, feel. Not wait out of fear, but really feel when the time is right for you to take a leap of faith, and then you go for it, and you go with it. Trust. I feel that's so important, this card for you, so I'm showing it to you one more time. Trust. You can fly. Look at those wings. You can fly. So just trust, know you can do it, know you believe you are worthy, believe in yourself, believe in your dream. All right? So that's all I have for you. I hope that was helpful, resonates with you. I'd love to hear that as well. If you like the reading, then please like and subscribe the video, and I will see you again next time. Bye. All right, number 3. Your cards, the first 3 cards, right? We have 9 total. We have discernment and possibility and sanctuary. And looking at this one, I suddenly get this feeling that you are very intuitive, very sensitive. You can do and know and see and feel a lot. Incredibly much, actually. You might not allow yourself that. You may not believe you have that, but you do have that ability. And that's based on this horn being so longer than I actually think is kind of normal, right? With a unicorn picture, and this is basically the solidified energy from the third eye of the unicorn. So that's why I'm saying that, and because it suddenly, came up, that message. With the discernment, the first card, it is not all what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Always important, of course, to not listen too much to what other people think and say and do and want and need, etc., etc. Keep your dreams a secret. Often it's really best, especially when you yourself are still in a bit of a wobbly phase when it comes to your dreams, that you do not talk to it with other people, because often other people know better and they have an opinion, and even when they want to help you, it's often meant very lovingly, but it often gets you off track. The stuff that people say, or they have a judgment about it, and no, you can't do that, and that's not for you, and it doesn't suit you, and whatever, and or they try to push you in another direction, or it's often really the best thing to just shut up about it until you are completely solid in your well, what you want in your dream, in your wish, in your desire, right? So you do not wobble anymore when you know how you're gonna do it and what it is you want, and etc. 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 Which is difficult because we often want to discuss stuff with other people to get their opinion because we are feeling kind of like insecure. Well, it will only make you more insecure 9 out of 10 times, unless you know a very, very wise person who doesn't do that, who only supports you for real and not, knocks your dreams, but otherwise just don't do it. It really is true. Just think about it, about in the past when you have talked to, for instance, your girlfriends or your parents or whatever about your dreams or what you wanted and how they reacted. You will see that it is true. Possibility, raise your standards, elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. So I think most of you who chose this are not totally stable at all yet in what they want, in what their dream is, and that's why you have to just don't talk about it to other people just yet, and also raise your standards and your expectations of what is possible, what is for you, what you can do, what you can have, because it's likely a hell of a lot more than what you're thinking right now. I feel that really it comes up with the cards, of course, but I also feel that. Take time away from the world, spend more time alone, meditate or go on a retreat. Doesn't mean you have to become a hermit, but it might be very important for you to recharge the battery and to also maybe work out your dreams. How you want it, just have a strategy, a plan, think about it, whatever, to just spend some time by yourself. And that can be, if you do not have space for yourself at home where you live, then go out regularly to a place where you can be by yourself, where you can find some peace of mind. Can be in nature, but if you don't even have nature, a lot of people often go to the library. And so I don't know why that comes up. I never thought about that before. But if you have no other option, or if that's more comfortable for you, then go to the library. You can write there as well if you want to or need to, right? You can sit there by yourself. No one will likely disturb you there because everyone is there to read or study or whatever. That's also a possibility. And many libraries have study rooms, so you can be completely isolated and by your... This is really funny. If that resonates with you about the library, I would really love to hear it. It like I said, I never thought of that before. Your next 3 cards from the Earth Power Oracle, I think. I have so many decks I cannot remember all the names. We have Volubilis, I'm not certain how to pronounce it. I also don't know where it is. It looks very Greek, Roman, something like that. Actually would say Greek, but I'm not certain. But then the name is actually more Roman. Well, whatever. I am organized and efficient. I weave my spirituality through all aspects of my life. I can be both creative and prosperous. I feel that for most of you, especially that last sentence is important. That you can be both creative and prosperous. Many people have this limited belief that when they do what they love to do, which for many people is something creative, that they then cannot be prosperous, that they cannot be successful, that they cannot make money with that, and that's bullshit. And you get that message to tell you that you can make money from it, that you can be prosperous from whatever it is that you want to creatively do. And it doesn't have to be money. It does depend on what your dream is, right? It can also be your dream that you're now focused on is about love, right? Well, then it will also help you to get a lover or more dates or whatever by being creative, by being yourself, by yeah, and not from the head. When you are creative, you're in your heart, in your intuition, in your feelings, not in the head. It doesn't work. Okay, Statue of Liberty. Oops, your polar bear. I actually really like that card. Sorry. Statue of Liberty. I am free to be who I really am. And again, I am free to be who I really am. Oh my God, I'm not going to make it. I think I'm talking too much. You have a right to your own happiness and your own sanctuary. There is that sanctuary card again. So find a sanctuary where, you know, for you is really important. I am free to be authentic. Very, very important. Standing tall in your light, in who you are. But you do not have to talk about your dreams just yet, of course. Magnetic North Pole. I am flexible but consistent. I know my purpose. I know I own my own true north. And you can be flexible, but you still don't have to do what other people need you to do for them, right? You can compromise or whatever. You don't have to change your dreams, who you are, to suit other people's needs. But you can be flexible. You do not have to be rigid. And then we have the last two cards for you. Oop. Oh. Right, your last two cards, we have Mercury, Mind. Mercury is really fast, right? If you have real Mercury, it rolls everywhere and then it merges together and then it splits up and it's really, really fast. So and it's also about changing direction. Mercury rolls wherever it wants to roll. You can't predict it, you can't stop it. But it can be very important to channel your energy and your mind, your thoughts, communication. This is also communication, any kind of communication, to get your dreams to manifest. And this is very important as well. The South Node is about what is already familiar. The things you've done in past lives that is very familiar for you. That's your routine. Your routine thing to go to be comfortable because it's so familiar. But it's also what you now shouldn't do anymore in this life. And so that means that you can have quite a lot of challenges to overcome that have to do with that, stepping back into the familiar all the time because you're too afraid to do something different, to do something new. But it's very important, you will have to do that. So if you feel challenged, if you then do something because you've never done it before, then it might actually be what you are supposed to do. And it can be comfortable to occasionally go back here to what's familiar for you. And I think that goes back to the sanctuary again that came up a few times. So it is really important for you to have a sanctuary, a safe place that you can go to, but it is not a place from where that is actually your dreams coming true. Right, like if you go into a study room in the library, nothing much is going to happen in your comfort zone. It's nice to be in your comfort zone to rest and to recuperate, but you can't stay there. You have to get out of it and do something to take action. But you might need that because sometimes this might get out of control. The mind, the thoughts, the thinking, and only change direction when you intuitively feel you have to. Otherwise, then just wait, right? So this is all I have for you, and I do hope it resonates with you. And thank you for watching. If you liked it, please then like and subscribe the video, and I will see you next time.